Good morning, my name is Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 21240 Southwest J Street here in Beaverton, Oregon. Located at the front of the home, there's a 3-inch ABS cleanout. It's off to the right, or I'm sorry, the left of the front doorway. This will be the point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. Here we go. It looks like we've got either a damaged joint here, or either way there's a root intrusion coming through. It's either through the test tee or through a joint. I'll get that marked on the way back out for repair. Okay, here at 30 feet from the point of access, it transitions over to 6-inch PVC pipe. Okay, and here at 74 feet from the point of access, we have reached the main lateral. I'm going to go ahead and we'll get the water turned off and then reel back and assess the line once it's totally drained out. There is one spot just after the root intrusion at a turn I'm concerned about with standing water, as well as there's some debris buildup, and it looks like it's had some blockages in the past due to the way that the debris is built up in the line, but check that out on the way back out. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start reeling back. That water going past the camera there is a toilet flush I used to get the cobweb cleaned off the camera lens, so that will dissipate here real quickly. Okay, right here just before it transitions over to PVC, this is the spot that I was talking about just after the root intrusion. As you can see when you come around the corner here, the water is almost completely drained out. There's very little going through there. There's about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of standing water here with debris built up in it. And when you've got standing water, especially on a turn like that, the turn creates a lot of resistance all on its own. And when you add standing water to it, any debris coming down the line hits that, and it's just like a wall, and it brings it to a stop. You can see how debris is built up, again, right here on the sidewall, and that's because it's probably had some clogs in the past, but there's also When you reel back here, there's debris, there's evidence of debris buildup all on the sides of the sewer pipe, almost to the top of the line. And generally you only get that when the line has had a tough time draining out in the past. And there's probably been some blockages right here, which has caused the line to fill up and leave debris all over the place. So I am going to recommend a repair here to correct the grade, get the slope back. The belly starts right at the turn. Looks like it starts here at 27 feet, and it dissipates right at the PVC transition. So I'm just going to pull right here to the middle of the turn and mark this with a green X, and then I'll reel back and get the root intrusion marked as well. Okay, I went ahead and marked here with a green X. It is right adjacent to the wooden steps at the front of the property. It's hard to tell because of the bushes and things like that. It's hard to get right on top of the line with the locating unit, and so I do recommend the repair company at least relocate to double check. It's with the bushes and things in the way there, it's difficult to tell if it's just barely underneath those steps or off to the side. My locator is picking it up just a few inches off to the side of the steps, but again, when you're digging down, it's best to know and double check. I'm getting about 7 feet deep here, and I do recommend regrading the pipe here at 27 feet, the 90-degree turn in the line, to correct that standing water. I'm going to go ahead and reel back here to the root intrusion, and we'll get that marked as well. And it will also be marked with a green X. I'm trying to see if I can knock that out of the way. It almost looks like it's got a bunch of hair in it. It's very difficult to tell what that is. It looks like root strands. I want to see if I can knock it loose, though. Yeah, I'm hoping with a toilet flush you might... What I want to do is make sure this isn't like a big ball of hair and stuff like that somehow got caught in the line. It doesn't seem to be popping loose there. I would recommend having a repair company at least double check and take a look at the video and see what they think. That big old... It looks like roots are probably coming through there. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like either root strands or a bunch of hair. But it's definitely not busting loose. I spent about 2-3 minutes here running the camera back and forth trying to knock this thing loose. Oh, there we go. Well, that's about as good as I'm going to be able to mess with this right now. But I do recommend having a repair company look at the video and see what they think here. It looks like roots to me has come through somewhere. And the stranding, it looks like either hair or root strands. It's very difficult to tell, especially with the amount of debris that's packed over the top of it. So I will locate this spot. At the very least, I would recommend getting this jetted and cleaned out and blown out of there so it doesn't contribute to a blockage in the future. And I will mark this with a green X in the event that the repair guys think that it needs to be fixed. It looks like there's something going on right here, and something's caused this to get stuck. If it's not roots, I'd be surprised if it wasn't, but I think it's a good idea to have a second opinion on that. It's just very tough to tell what that is. Okay, went ahead and marked with a green X right in the front yard. It's only 2 feet 2 inches deep here, so very shallow, easy repair to get to. And more than likely a repair is required. I just think a repair company should take a look at the video and see what they think. There's obviously a reason why all this junk and debris is packing up here, and it looks like roots have come through the joint. It's just with all the debris and sitting here, it's kind of difficult to make that determination right now. I'm going to go ahead and reel back the camera. So we've got this issue, and then the belly at 27 feet out. That belly extends about a couple feet, but it basically just needs that 90-degree turn adjusted so that there's proper grade in that corner.